Now, an emergency weather alert from Andy's Randomness.
Alright, good afternoon. This is Andy Powell here with your update for what is now officially Category 1 Hurricane Henri. So we're going to get into a lot of specifics on what could happen and, what is there to expect coming up within the next, I would say, 24 hours. Once again, I'm going to stress this out, and I urged this yesterday. If any of your elected officials are telling you to evacuate today, today is the day to do so. If you're particularly on the water, this could be the day to get out. So I know there were a lot of people on my talk today trying to enjoy the sunshine, because it was sunny today, and the clouds starting to come in. But if they're telling you to evacuate, take this very, very seriously. And I'll just mention that I'm seeing a couple of the clouds move into Delmarva. So, yep, a lot of clouds are coming in. So, just want to mention that there is no jet stream blocking the storm. Taking a look at it from here. So there is Henri, and I want to show you something here on the NOAA website. So I just want to give a warning that there is a small chance, you see here I'm drawing it, that Henri, it's supposed to make this bigger. I don't know why this is not big enough, but I'll erase and start all over. Give you all a accurate illustration. And I will make the size a lot bigger. Henri could move further west into Mastic Shirley. See that? That's Mastic Shirley, and that might even be Sayville. So, I know there is also a chance that, again, this could still hit the Hamptons right here on the map. So these are the likely scenarios we're looking at. But let's keep in mind the most definite scenario that we know right now. And let's make this the red color. Now, why am I going to put the red color? Well, this is what the National Hurricane Center thinks right now. These are the two green lines are where I think it could still hit. So you see here, this is what the path could look like. And then veer into Connecticut, moving up this way and moving into Massachusetts. So I'll illustrate that as we go along later on, of course, but you get the idea of how serious this should be taken. So let's go to my radar and get you the official information that I have from the My Radar app. So here we go. Here is my radar, and we're just going to pull up the official information from the National Hurricane Center because, again, they always are on point, and I've been using this tool now for a year, My Radar, which, again, I highly recommend to get My Radar because they always give specifics on hurricanes. So I'll read the bulletin from here because then I don't have to make it long enough. But I'll read the discussion from the NHC as we go along here. So currently right now, the location is 180 miles east-southeast of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. Wind speed is at 75 miles per hour. Gusts are at 92 miles per hour. The pressure is at 991, thus categorizing it as a Cat 1. 14 miles per hour. As I was just giving this information, we had just received word from Suffolk County Executive Steve Bellone. Voluntary evacuation orders have been issued for Fire Island. So, again, folks, this is the time to plan to evacuate, like I said. So, just got this in from News 12 Long Island. So, I'm hoping that, they'll be live with coverage tomorrow because you'd think they'd have a moral obligation to cover this because the South Shore is going to get destroyed most likely. Devastating effects. Okay, so I'm just trying to see if I can read the bulletin, but apparently I can't. See, that's very, very odd. I've never had this happen to me before on this tool. But maybe we'll have to read from the website. Okay, looks like I'm not able to get it. So let's just go back to what we were originally at. Here is Henri right here. This is from yesterday. So now what we're going to do is take a look at some other radar images. Just trying to see if there's an eye forming. So far, I don't see an eye. So, not seeing anything here on Weather Nerds, and not seeing anything again on Tidbits. So, let's take a look on here. And we're just going to take a look on Tidbits. I'm not seeing any eye. So, an eye could possibly form later today. And then you got over here on Weather Nerds. Right there. Okay. So this is what I want you to look at very, very carefully. Because we're going to get more into this when we hit Tidbits. And, you know, the thing that I want to show you is right here. Now, you may be wondering, what does this model of the radar show you? This is tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And what could happen tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, you may be wondering. Well, look at this. That's Montauk. You want proof? That is Montauk. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And you see here how big this band of rain's going to be? It looks like a majority of the Hamptons and Montauk are going to get pummeled with rain. So I just want to go to 9 a.m. and give you an idea of what this situation could fold to be. So there's Brookhaven. Brookhaven could see a big band of rain at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then you got the Hamptons. East Hampton could definitely see something. Yeah, that's definitely East Hampton. Then you got Montauk. So again, Montauk is going to see something very devastating. And then the issue comes to Connecticut. Now, from what I'm seeing on this model, hate to say it, but if you're at Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun this weekend, you're going to get pummeled with a Cat 1 hurricane. That's because you're right on top of the water. So I know New London very well. That's where the casinos are. Right up there. And then I'm looking at Norwalk. I mean, Norwalk could get some rain, but problem is it's a storm surge. So, again, this has to be taken very seriously. And I'm even seeing Springfield could get some flooding. Potentially as a tropical storm, most likely. Okay, so let me just pull up the 2-day outlook because I know we're expecting another update at 2 o'clock today. So here we go. Dangerous storm surge induction is expected to begin late tonight or Sunday in portions of Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and southeastern Massachusetts. A storm surge warning has been issued. Dangerous storm surge is possible beginning later tonight and going into Sunday morning in western portions of Long Island and Connecticut in the storm surge watch area. So again, like I mentioned, you're being evacuated, evacuate. So that means Fire Island, for an example, which we know how small Fire Island is. You know, you're on Fire Island. Now's the time to get out. Because you don't get out of Fire Island now, you're going to be out of luck for a couple days. Especially how I'm looking at the forecast in the long run. We're supposed to hit 90 a couple days next week. So that's of importance to know. Hurricane conditions are going to begin later tonight or Sunday in portions of Long Island, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, where a hurricane warning is officially in effect. Tropical storm conditions will begin in these areas sometime later tonight. Heavy rainfall may lead to considerable flash, urban, and small stream flooding, along with the potential for widespread minor and isolated moderate river flooding over portions of Long Island, New England, southeastern New York, and northeastern New Jersey. Swells from Henri will continue to affect much of the east coast of the U.S. during the next day or two. These swells could cause life-threatening surf and rip currents. So, again, this is going to effectively impact the coast. And I'm noticing just today, I'll randomly bring this up because, again, I live right by LaGuardia Airport. As soon as I woke up this morning and going into the afternoon, I've been noticing a lot more air traffic is coming into LaGuardia. So, and especially because this happened during Isaias last year when travel was starting to pick up. I noticed that, and especially in this situation, a lot more air traffic's going into LaGuardia. So, that's a sign the storm is coming. So, here we go. Taking a look at more specifics. I want to get into the rain. Let's look into that. So, yeah, as you can see here, it looks like, and if I'm correct here, this could be near Heckscher State Park. There is a possibility that 6 inches of rain could affect Heckscher Park. And then you got Gilgo Beach. Not too far is where Robert Moses State Park is. And I've been to Robert Moses State Park where I've been invited to a fishing trip once a long time ago. So I know this area very well. That's going to be devastating if Robert Moses State Park sees a dangerous storm surge. So I want to look at the flash flood potential. What is the situation with a flash flood? Now you're looking at a 20% chance of a flash flood. Now, that's isolated. My concern, and especially because, again, I'm not too far from this location, I am most concerned about what's going to happen to Bayside Marina. And, I get worried that Bayside Marina could see a big storm surge. And all those boats are going to have to be taken away from the Long Island Sound. So, with this hurricane, and especially how it's on track to hit New Haven, Connecticut, that's my cause of concern with the flooding too. Just because that water is going to pick up, and I am expecting worst case scenario now. Then you got Monday morning. This is what's Monday morning. You're looking at a situation where, I hate to say it, before Taunton could even get flooded. Just because it's right on top of the water. It's not like Francis Lewis Park, where Francis Lewis Park is a little bit elevated. So, that's next cause of concern right there. So now I want to look at the storm surge. This is what I'm concerned about. So you see here, this is the Long Island Sound. This is what worries me right here. 3 to 5 feet of where Bayside Marina is. That's where Bayside Marina is. Okay? So I hate to see Bayside Marina see 3 to 5 feet of storm surge, but that's the situation we're looking at here. And, I'm going to try to make my way out there on Monday to give you an update, because I don't think nobody in the local media is going to come out to Bayside and give you an update on the situation. So, I'll figure out how to get out there. Again, I have my options to get out to Bayside Marina. If I'm at work on Monday, I'll try to get out a little bit early and see the situation over there. Or I could just do a full shift and then go out later in the afternoon. Because, again, I would most likely have to end up taking the Q13. And then, likely in the afternoon, if the hiking trail is not closed, I can just walk back and get the Q31. But, again, I want to see how bad it is. Because if they're saying 3 to 5 feet, you're looking at a very bad situation for Bayside Marina. Something that I would never imagine to even think of seeing, but okay, here we go. That's not what we wanted. I wanted to go to wind speed. Now, as far as wind speed, greatest chance is the Hamptons. Hamptons. Then you got Montauk. And then here's the North Fork right here. That's the North Fork. See? So Amagansett could see something here. And then I just want to take a look at the arrival time of the wind, which would be 2 a.m. Sunday morning. So then the last thing that we need to look into is warning cone. And again, the cone of uncertainty keeps shifting a little bit to the left. And this is what gets me worried. What if it goes further left? What if it goes left, goes there to Connecticut, and then affects Bayside Marina? So that's what I'm worried about right now, personally. And I know a lot of people are worried about other coastal towns. I get that. But again, I'm in Northeast Queens, and I'd hate to see something happen to Bayside Marina. And thankfully, Sandy wasn't that bad when it came to Bayside Marina. But you got to remember, storm surge is a big factor here. Keep that in mind. So taking a look here, I found something interesting here. This is from the National Weather Service. So taking a look at it here, the wind picks up intensity along the South Shore. Then you got, yes, okay, so I'm not seeing anything of note. But this gives you an idea. So now I want to go to the Northeast region. And I want to see what the models are suggesting when it comes to what could happen here. Now, GFS is saying on tidbits, this is going to go east. It's going to stay in Montauk. A lot of models think this is going to hit New Jersey. But, again, it's looking like Montauk, and it's looking like the Hamptons are going to see the big amounts of rain here. Then you got Connecticut. So that will have to be monitored. Also keep in mind that in these storms, tornadoes cannot be ruled out. There could be an isolated one. So it would be really important to follow up with the National Weather Service and figure out what the situation is. So here's our NAM model, and it's suggesting that a lot of the bands could hit New Jersey. Then you got a majority of Suffolk County that could see rain. And then you got, look, Nassau County could see some rain too. So Massapequa, for an example, Farmingdale. Well, some parts of Nassau County could see some rain from this. Even Syosset. And then look, that heavy band of rain moves towards Bayside. Yep. So, then there's some leftover rain on Monday, but again, that will have to be monitored. So now let's go to Wendy. We're going to move along here. Take a look at Wendy.com. And, right, I had this earlier. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Okay. Here we go. Here comes the wind. And that eye gets too close to the Hamptons in Montauk. So that would be something that, again, needs to be closely monitored. So that's going to wrap it up. I will try to give you more information as we go along here. And I just got word before we wrap this up that News 12 Long Island is reporting Suffolk County Executive Steve Bellone announces that the last ferry to leave Fire Island will be at 10:40 tonight. So you have until, I would say, 10:30 tonight to evacuate Fire Island. So that gives you enough time to consider it. So that's going to wrap it up. Please keep an eye out for more updates. I'll try to have more as we go along here. And be weather smart, be weather safe, and, just have a plan to evacuate. And, again, thankfully for me, I'm inland. Fresh Meadows is an inland area, so we're going to be fine here. I don't know about my power because, again, I've dealt with numerous storms over the years with blizzards, nor'easters, and Sandy, and even Isaias last year. I never lost power. So am I due? I don't know. I really don't have an answer. So just take it easy, stay safe. Thank you for watching.